Okay, good afternoon. Well, it's a hot, humid day down here at the Riley Rock Shelter on the 18th of July, 2012, along the Schoharie Creek in Schoharie County. Start these segments out always the same, identifying the site and the date, because you never know what segment will be saved later and isolated on its own DVD or whatever storage medium there is at that point in time. So anyways, we're down here, and what we've done today is we've recreated the grid using this fluorescent pink line to better define the quadrants where the pins were in the ground, just so we can see it a little better. That pink line there goes right through the grill. It's the best way to describe it. Right through the grill area, it's just in back of the bag. You can see right back in there. And that's the dividing line there between the north and the south unit. The south unit punches out to the other side, just past the drip line. It's a full 10-foot square in there with that big slab sitting in the middle of it. The adze was found just inside the north square, just about, let me see if I can do this right about there the adze was. Right over there was the billet, and right there where the welt, the metalwood cash blade, as we pivot, metalwood cash blade was right there in the south unit. The 3-inch nice ovate knife is right here in the north unit under the grate. There was one metalwood base, I believe, or knife, just in that unit north and north, right about there. It was about 2 feet under the rock that is in this next unit that heads west. I think there was one artifact we found up in there. That was it. The hearth, of course, is in the north unit, right about where the water jug is and the paperwork, and definitely where the coffee cup is. That whole corner is the hearth. I think the hearth was like 22 inches in diameter, so it'll come out past the coffee cup. And the north unit was just about the border of the hearth. You can see right here, the north unit goes through the rock. How are we going to do this? Goes through into the rock, in and over to meet the other part of the south side line of the north unit, let's call it. So the hearth was squarely in the north unit, right along that wall for about 2 to 3 feet of it, I guess, was all stained with charcoal. And most of the pottery come out of this section right here. Pottery is right here under the drip line, some of the bigger pieces that we originally found. We found pottery up here going into this next unit up the hill. There was some pottery right in here. Right here, in this, where I'm pointing right here, is where the trapezoid gorget was. That nice metalwood point, that's 3 1/16 inches, is right there in that grid. Backing it up, the nice metalwood point was right here in the north. I think it was the north grid. Might be forward. Anyways, there was a nice metalwood point right here, somewhere around that line. The base that matched to a tip that was found over here, that was a 3-inch metalwood. The Adena point was found right here or right here. I'd have to check my notes. Right about here. Coming into this grid, there was a crude metalwood point under that root up in that area. Over here was the Lavana at 2 inches, and that got really weak. You can see there's really no black dirt as you get into the cut of that last part that I excavated, which is about 6 foot of this square, with the end being over here. Let me change the angle. We'll see it's a little better. I don't fall. Oh. Okay, you can see this a little better here. So we did about 6 feet across, with the Levana point being way over here. And so a fairly, 4 to 5 feet of this square was not done because it was weak, and the tree behind the tree is still part of this grid where these logs are. So this square here, I'd say about 40% of it is excavated. And the next square, we found the gorget right there, and the metalwood point right there, I believe. This square, we've done about 30% of it, and we've been throwing all the firecrack rock there since day one. So that's a snapshot of where we stand. Hopefully no animals trip over the cords. I'm going to leave them out here this time, and we'll be able to take some more notes. So that's it. Take a couple of pictures and start some more work.